Hey guys, what is up? It is Dan and welcome to another episode of Guitar Talk. Let's roll that intro. What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we are looking at the 2021 PRS SE Floyd Rose Custom 24 guitar. So this model has been a bit of a sleeper in the new 2021 lineup of the PRS new releases. But it is new. It's got some new little features that the previous model did not have. So straight off the bat, ebony fretboard, whereas the previous model had a rosewood fretboard. Same pickups as before, so the 8515S pickups. And then I'm not sure if there's a difference, but the previous model, they just said it had a Floyd Rose. This one, they are saying, is the PRS Floyd Rose 1000 Trem. So looking at the specs and starting at the body, we have got a mahogany body with a beveled maple top with a flame maple veneer. You've got the PRS 8515S pickups, the Floyd Rose 1000 PRS trem system. You've got a three-way switch, coil tap as well for those single coil tones. And yeah, that's it for the body. So the neck specs on this, it's a set maple neck with a 25-inch scale. You've got the new ebony fretboard. You've got 24 frets with the bird inlays. Then obviously up here you've got the PRS SE tuners and the Floyd Rose locking system as well. Feel-wise, this is nice and comfortable. It's got the PRS wide thin neck profile, which is very similar, if not the same, as the wide thin profile that you get on the USA core models. I've got one of those myself, so it feels nice and familiar to me and just fits in the hand really well. If I was going to compare it to something else, I would say a wide thin profile feels a little bit like a cross between a Strat and a 60s Les Paul profile. So it's not chunky, nice and comfortable. If you are a shred player, it's not anywhere near as thin as what you would get on an Ibanez, but it's just a nice, comfortable, fast feeling neck to play. The quality of this thing is great. PRS continues to knock it out of the park with these SE models. It's made in Indonesia, but don't let that put you off. They make enough guitars over there to know what they're doing. The ends of the frets are finished really well, so there's nothing sharp there. They're nice and smooth. The join between the neck and the fretboard is done really well, so you can't feel any kind of join there at all. It's a gloss neck. You know, it's a nice solid gloss neck finish. Personally, I prefer satin necks because I'm one of those guys whose hand sticks to a gloss finish. The quality of the veneer they use on these things, I'm not sure how well this is going to show up being a black guitar out in YouTube land, but when you move it around under the lights, the top's got like a really nice deep 3D look to it, so it looks stunning. And in the flesh, as I've said in other videos, no one's going to blame you if you look at someone playing this and think that it's a core model without looking too closely at the SE on the headstock, because the quality of what they're knocking out just looks so good. So the cool thing about the Custom 24 is the wide range of sounds you can get. The 8515S pickups are like the Far Eastern version of the USA 8515 pickups that you get in a lot of their core models now. They are really versatile pickups. They're capable of getting some big high gain sounds out of them, as well as some dynamic crunch tones and some really nice clean tones. So you've got your freeway switch there to switch between those. And as well, you've got the coil tap. So when you pull that out, these become single coils. And I mean, this is one of the most flexible guitars that I've played in terms of the custom 22, 24 models. They are really flexible, dual kind of guitars, and you can get some nice spanky kind of strap tones out of this as well. Floyd Rose system on this feels nice and smooth when you use it. Straight out of the box, it's been set up really well, and as long as you've got your Floyd Rose set up well and you've got your strings all stretched in nicely, then you can give this proper dive bomb style abuse and it will return to pitch every time. It's floating as well, so you can get some nice up bends on there. So it just makes it a little bit more flexible than a normal trem system in terms of the kind of abuse that you can give it. Obviously, you do have the trade-off that if you want to put the guitar into drop D or anything like that, then you've got to use your Allen keys to contend with this. But in terms of tuning stability, once you've got it in the tuning that you want it in, it's all set up, then this thing is perfectly stable. So this comes with the PRS SE gig bag, as most of the PRS SEs do. It's a really cool gig bag, which I prefer them over the hard cases because they're just easier to carry around. And in my opinion, a good gig bag is going to offer all the protection you need, unless you're chucking your guitar in the back of a van with a PA system or something. In the back of a car on the way to a gig, the soft case that comes with these things is perfectly good enough. So is it worth getting one of these over a normal PRS SE Custom 24? I mean, obviously that's up to you guys. The main difference between the two is that obviously this has got the Floyd Rose system. If you like your Floyd Roses and you want to give that kind of Floyd Rose dive bomb tremolo style abuse, then it's certainly worth it. The other main difference is this has got an ebony fretboard, whereas the normal Custom 24 and the Custom 22 have got a rosewood fretboard. The main difference there is that the ebony is going to give a little bit more of a snapping sound. But again, depending on how you dial your amp in and what amp you're even using, that might not even matter to you. So those are the main differences that I can see between the two models. So obviously it's up to you. You think that this is worth getting over the normal custom 24? So as I mentioned earlier when I was talking about the Floyd Rose, straight out of the box, this thing has been set up perfectly. The action is nice and low, so if you're a shred player, it's really playable, but it's not Ibanez low, so the strings aren't basically touching the frets. So even if you like a little bit of height there on your action, it's been set up perfectly out of the box. The 2021 range of PRSs, even the older models which aren't particularly new, continue to impress me. They are just really good quality guitars for the money, and if you had to take this out as your only gigging guitar, it is perfectly good enough. That being said, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like what we do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can find us over at guitargeargiveaway.co.uk where you can win cool prizes like this. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.